So, is the system broken? I'd like to go into that because when I went into this, and for example, when I went into home share specifically, I was told, you know, you take care of, this guy, and this is what we were told. And the system was saving a staggering amount of money for us to do this. I mean, they cut the budgets of from the group homes to us going into home share by like one half or like one third of what they were originally paying for these guys and what it took to take care of them. And they said, you go into it and we're here to support you. This is what I was told. And then as I got into it, and I've made other videos about this, I found out that that was not the case. And even though to the point where, like recently, like I said, the raises we got after 10 or 15 years were just absolutely miserable. Like it was not even cost of living increase. And I email CLBC and I say, what's going on? And they won't answer. And then I email them again, and then they just give me the runaround. They will not give me a direct answer on what's going on. And the people in my organization say, well, we can't help you. So my liaison can't help me. The people, the upper management in the organization can't help me, and CLBC won't answer the email. So it's like we're left with no representation effectively. It's just like whatever somebody in the cloud, decides we get, that's what we get. And this is not what we were told. So this has been really, to be honest, misrepresented to us doing the home share. And they've cut the budgets even more drastically with the latest kind of guidelines of what people, it's really embarrassing what people in this field get paid. It really is. And people inside it have told me that they think that the system is broken, and that they think that home share is going to fail. And I don't see how people can do it. I mean, it's hard enough, as things are. And every year there's more regulations, often more fees, for things. And the prices of things keep going up. And it just doesn't make any financial sense unless people are really stuck for money, unless they have no other options. And I think that is who they are going to end up with in home share. And I think other aspects of social services, just people who have no other options. And basically people are going to be living near poverty, kind of lower middle class, just kind of scraping by paycheck to paycheck, if not failing completely. And I think that will be the standard. The stresses in the work are not acknowledged. The emotional stress is not acknowledged. Also critically, and the flip side of this is the successes are not acknowledged. There is no mechanism. If you do amazing work with somebody, and let's say, like people that get taken off a whole lot of meds, their standard of living improves dramatically, their health improves, whatever. Nobody cares. There is no mechanism for that information to go upward into the organization, into CLBC. Or you may write it down, it may get written, but it'll be filed somewhere. Like nobody cares. There is no way for that information to be integrated and then to help other people. Now that is a fundamentally dysfunctional system. This is not a system that has integrity. Like think of it, like they're not getting any information of the successes of the people who are actually doing the work. We are actually doing the work, and there's no mechanism for that information of what we are learning actually doing the work to be integrated into the system. It's like we don't exist. It's like whatever breakthroughs we make here, they don't matter. Now that is highly dysfunctional. So everything's imposed top down. It's like, whoever they decide God is up there tells us what to do, and that's it. And whatever we learn or whatever we do here, you scrape around and you do what you can, but effectively doesn't matter. That is not a system with integrity. Like, can you imagine if this happened, if this was in the private sector? Can you imagine a business if you're running, or somebody in some, whatever great, Fortune 500 company or whatever, that you get one aspect of the company and somebody does absolutely amazing, brilliant work and incredible breakthroughs, and then the company just ignores it? Like there's no way for that person just kind of vanquishes in a corner somewhere. That is what happens in home share and CLBC. I know a lot of people may not care, a lot of people may just be whatever here. I'm just here. I'm taking care of this guy or this gal, or making a few bucks, and that's it. And maybe that's the end of it. And I think that's what they're counting on for the most of people. That people are just kind of, you're fitting the standard caregiver role, and you're happy with just kind of scraping by, and that's it. I think that is where things are. And then it makes me wonder, okay, so why is the system like that? Is this how the system is set up? Why are we sending billions of dollars overseas and we're not taking care of the people right here properly? Like, after you think about it for a while, you can't help but go into think of the political ramifications. Like, yeah, why? Why do we cut the funding for these people with disabilities in half or one third? Where does that money go? And then it's like with the institutions that were shut down, and then all these people with mental illnesses just end up on the street. So they decimate the funding, and then there's no follow-up. There's no follow-up to see, oh, does this actually work? Does it need anything more? We just cut the funding, and then you're just on your own. And then they say, oh, well, we gave a few million, back. Yeah, but you cut so much more than that. So. And then like I said, I emailed them, asked them what is going on, and I don't even get an answer. So, yeah, I think the system in that sense it lacks integrity. And even I will throw in with the COVID response. I mean, look at how we're dealing with the addicts, the overdoses, and a lot of people. You could argue some people threw their life away, other people had car accidents, severe back pain, whatever, and they got prescribed certain opioids, and then they get addicted, and then their life spirals out of control, and they plummet. And we have on average about 1,000 roughly overdose deaths in the province of British Columbia, year after year after year. This has just been going on. Maybe it's a little bit lower. You go back a few years, but yeah, our numbers are massively greater than have been dying from COVID, massively. And this has been going on for years, and yet nothing, because we're not shutting down the province over that. So you got to think, to some degree, this is political. This is maybe people just want social services to be just scraping by, because what else is there? Can you explain it? Because money is there. Money goes to other places. We've managed to shut down the province and take these huge and drastic measures over, like I said, a virus that has killed literally a handful more people than the flu kills. That's it. And the average age is something like, 75, 80 years old. And we've shut down so much of the province for that, while we get 1,000 people a year, 4 times as many as COVID does. 1,000 people a year on average, dying from overdoses, and nobody cares. I think that's what it is like with social services, and then with the people with disabilities, and with the home share. I think that at the top levels, people don't really care, and it's unfortunate. And I'd rather not say that, but I haven't really gotten any evidence to the contrary. Again, like I say, when they won't even answer the emails, And if anybody's interested, I'm happy to send the full emails that I've sent to them. Yeah, it's just like we're pushed under a rug. So I'm not necessarily even saying don't do home share if you have a love for that, or, like I say, it's great work if you don't need the money. If you're kind of semi-retired and you can take someone in and you make a few bucks and you do a bit of good for the world, excellent. Other than that, I don't know. I'd be hesitant. If you get a great match, maybe it works. Maybe it's worth the while. But I think home share is going to have real problems in the future. Well, it already has real problems now. I think those are going to become exacerbated. And unfortunately, I'm not the only one saying so. I think that's all I wanted to say for now. Okay, thank you, and best wishes, everyone.